Hey yo man, what is going on, man? 205 represent wrestling world. Hope y'all doing good out here. I hope y'all feeling good. I hope everything is everything. You know what I'm saying? And let's get down to it. So this video that I wanted to talk about, I wanted to talk about, because in the wrestling community, right? I mean, you got it. You have another community called the IWC, whether you call them the internet wrestling community or whatever have you, and you just have these, crazed fans and everything that really just put their 2 cents on of what goes on in wrestling, but however, they don't really understand it. And one thing that I'm gonna definitely talk about is how a lot of people are just already downplaying WrestleMania, and we haven't even gotten there yet. You know what I'm saying? All we know right now is just 2 matches of the card. All we know is Charlotte is facing Tiffany Stratton. We also know that Jey Uso is going up against Gunther for the world title. Those are the only 2 matches that we know. But however, because some people don't want to see Jey Uso in the main event, or a lot of people just putting their 2 cents in. Listen, I will say this. Like I said, I was surprised that Jey Uso won. But however, I am not mad about it. You know what I'm saying? I am not mad about it. Jey Uso, he deserves the opportunity. I mean, he's worked his ass off. I mean, he's won the crowd. I mean, he's done all of that. So, with that being said, I believe, just like everybody else, you got to think about this, right? When Roman Reigns got his moment at WrestleMania, a lot of people didn't like that. Okay? Even with Daniel Bryan, as great as a moment that was, would you believe it if I told you that it was some people out there, a minority of people out there, that did not want that? You can't please everybody out here, okay? And that's what I've realized. But you have a lot of people who are already judging the WrestleMania card, already judging WrestleMania season before we even get, bro, we in February. You know what I'm saying? We are in February. We haven't even gotten to the real stir of the pot with this. You know what I'm saying? Bro, WrestleMania, is in April. Okay? And then it's also on, the weekend, my birthday, shout out to me, yeah. But we haven't even gotten there yet. I would just say this, okay? Let it build. And a lot of people are also trashing Triple H and stuff man, he don't know what he doing. He don't know. I mean, Vince need to come back, and people are even saying Vince need to come back, and that is crazy to me. But I would definitely say that Triple H, of course, he's not perfect. No wrestling company is perfect. Every wrestling company has had their flaws, whether it be Ring of Honor, whether it be AEW, whether it be WWE, whether it be TNA. I mean, the list goes on. Every wrestling company has had their flaws, and some continue to have their flaws. But what you need to know is every wrestling company is not perfect, okay? And Triple H is not perfect, but I will guarantee you that the work that has been built and the work that has been made, I guarantee you, it's way better than what we seen with Vince over them years. Vince had a moment where, he was doing good. But later on, when we got into the late teens and stuff, stuff just fell off. But what I'm saying is this. I would say WWE is in a way better place than where it was in the past. It is in a best place. And I would highly suggest that, if there was any time to be a wrestling fan, it would be now. Especially in regards to WWE, you got to think of the talent that's there. You got to think of everything that's going on right now. And a lot of people, because The Rock may not be there. Listen, I wanted The Rock just like the next person. Believe me, I wanted The Rock just like the next person. But however, if The Rock is not at WrestleMania, okay, if The Rock doesn't show up at WrestleMania, I'm totally fine with it. That card can be great without him. You got to understand something, okay? WrestleMania 39 didn't have The Rock. Amazing show. The WrestleMania before, WrestleMania 38, didn't have The Rock. Amazing show. Okay? If The Rock does show up at WrestleMania, it will put the cherry on top of what's already going on. You got to think, you got Seth Rollins, you got CM Punk, you got Drew McIntyre, you got Roman Reigns, you got Kevin Owens, you got Sami Zayn, you got all these guys, not to even mention Jacob Fatu and the work he's doing right now. You got all these guys. So, and I haven't even talked about the women's division. You know, Rhea Ripley doing a thing, Tiffany Stratton doing a thing, Roxanne Perez doing a thing. Like, come on, man. The list goes on. So I think WWE is in a real great place to where they can have an amazing show with all the talent that they have right now. You got to think about something. If Vince McMahon, right, was here, would any of this shit be going on? I mean, let's be real. Would any of this shit be going on? Vince wouldn't even be able to collab with TNA. He didn't really even care about the damn women's division. So, do you really think... I mean, if Vince was there, I'm guaranteeing you that we would have Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar main event of fucking WrestleMania. Because that's his golden boy. So, I would say most definitely, WWE is in a way better place. And for the people who are just saying that, you know, people would say that, man, I've been watching wrestling since the 90s. I've been watching wrestling since, you know, man, I've been watching wrestling since I was 5 years old. A lot of these people that watch wrestling, they've been watching it way longer than I have. But I feel like I understand this better than you. I feel like I get this better than you. Because you got just some goddamn just arrogant, naive ass fans out there who don't really understand the product like they should. You know what I'm saying? So you got those type of fans out there. And that's why I don't really even try to affiliate myself with that type of stuff that goes on with the IWC or whatever, because it's just crazy to me. And a lot of people just say, man, the product, what I'm seeing, it just fucking sucks. But if it just sucks that bad, because I've heard people say wrestling isn't how it was back when I was coming up. It ain't like that now. Okay. And those people, they stopped watching it because they felt like wrestling just fell off. And rightfully so. They stood on what they said. But you have some people out here who say wrestling fell off. But guess what? Every Monday, you still tune in to watch it. Every Tuesday, you still tune in to watch it. Every Wednesday, you still tune in to watch it. Every Thursday, you still tune in to watch it. Every Friday, you still tune in to watch it. Because let's just be honest now. Wrestling is now at a full week. Okay? You got Raw that comes on Monday. You got NXT that comes on Tuesday. And then you got the little show with NWA, but they show on like X, you know, or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Then you got AEW that comes on Wednesday. You got TNA that comes on Thursday. Then you got SmackDown that comes on Friday. And then if a PLE or something is on, that's coming on Saturday or Sunday. So you got a full week. But you have these people who say all these just terrible things about wrestling, about the business, but they still tune in and watch it. If it's just that damn bad, then why are you still watching it? You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like I just had to speak on this because I just feel like people are already putting like WrestleMania and all this stuff in the dirt before we even get there, man. And I don't like that. Like, okay, after the show, you can put your 2 cents in. But let's just get to the show first, at least before we go to this stuff, man. Because I highly think that WrestleMania 41 is going to be a great show. I think that what they got built, or what they set up, it can be a great show for night 1 and night 2. You know what I'm saying? I think that. And the leading to WrestleMania, I believe everything is going to be great. It's so much stuff, y'all, that hasn't been spoken. And also, if it's a segment coming up between Roman Reigns, or if it's a segment coming up between The Rock, you already know right out the gate, those are the big hitters, along with Seth Rollins, those are the big hitters. So the main thing they're not going to bring up right now, okay? Because it's too early. They probably know. All it takes is just a little 2 cents, just a little fuse, and boom. They know they already got something. So I just say all that to say, man, don't close the door yet on this WrestleMania season. Let's just see what happens. Okay? Or for anything in regards in the company for that matter. Let's just let stuff play out. Jesus. Okay? Let's just let stuff play out and see what's going on with this thing, man. That's all, man. For real. But I hope y'all take that, really understand, and the mature ones out there will get it, but the immature ones out there just won't get it, and that's perfectly fine. But with that being said, bro, I hope y'all enjoyed the vid. Hope y'all gained something from it. And let's continue this WrestleMania season, man, and let's just see what happens. All right, y'all, man. I love y'all, man. Peace.